Hello everybody, welcome back to another YouTube video. Thank you guys so much for the support on the first two videos of the channel. This isn't my main channel, but yeah, I'm very interested and motivated to posting more videos. If you find this video informative or interesting, please make sure to subscribe because I got to get the responses, you know what I mean? Yeah, also Merry Christmas everybody. Now, today's video is going to be focusing on the Armory Pass. Obviously, you clicked on this video, you know what the Armory Pass is, obviously. Because of that, I'm not going to explain what the Armory Pass is, but just what to invest in the Armory Pass. Now, firstly, I'm going to be talking about some collections that have been removed and the success of those removed collections. Now, we've had two big removals, which is the graphic collection, obviously gallery case, and the character craft stickers. The fandom wiki apparently says elemental craft stickers are removed, but they aren't. Maybe it's slight foreshadowing, who knows. But let's look at the graphic collection first. Now, obviously it has all of these skins. I'm going to be looking at one of each skin of the rarity, starting off with Desert Eagle Starcade. Now, this isn't what you should invest in, but I'm just saying, if you invested before it got removed, around 70 bucks, peaked up to 120. Let's ignore this market manipulation from China. But let's say if you did invest, you could sell it for like 300 bucks. That's a 4x. Obviously, it's only a 4x if you sold it when it got market manipulated. But the CMYK, not many of these skins, you know what I mean, especially in factory new. But let's say you bought one for like 700, similar thing, you know what I mean, 4xing to $3,000. The Polysoup restricted skin, 40 bucks, peaks up to, when it got removed, 155. Going into the millispec and industrials, there's a lot of these skins, and a lot of the skins are shit, you know what I mean? So the price increase multiplication is going to be a lot different than the other ones. But as you see with these two, they do definitely increase. And we're going to be looking now at the character craft stickers. 20 bucks, peaks up to 50. Now it's around like 30. Same thing with the taste buddy. I'm probably not going to explain any of these. You can just look at the graph yourself. This is getting crazy. I'm not sure this wouldn't be market related, but rising as we speak, you know what I mean? Buying this for like 70, selling it for like $2, you know what I mean? Taste bud not as successful, and Chompers not as successful as well, but definitely still has a difference in price because it got removed. I'm just going to jump right into it. Right, the Armory collections come and go throughout time. In like 2 years time, none of these collections will be here. It'll be a brand new thing. That's like a store, right? The oldest collections that are in the Armory are the Missing Link charms, Small Arm charms, Fever Case, Elemental Craft stickers, and I'm pretty sure more or less all of these collections. The things that are most likely, I'm not going to talk about when they're going to get removed, but the things that most likely / will get removed be either the Missing Link charms, Small Arms charms, Elemental Craft stickers, and Fever Case. However, all of these will get removed inevitably. It's just when you should invest for the right price. Now, firstly, Fever Case, it's a purchasable case, you know what I mean? You can buy an Armory Pass, buy this, you know what I mean? It's the safest investment because everybody's buying at the similar prices because it's a purchasable case. You purchase it for the stars that are worth money, right? You have the Elemental Craft stickers. Now, what should you invest in the Elemental Craft stickers? Well, this is a little bit different from the character craft collection because a lot of the character craft collections were very good for crafting. Obviously, it's in this name. A lot of these are fucking shit. Nobody wants them. High Heat has the exact same odds of dropping as all of these the blues, right? But the High Heat is the most expensive out of all the blues, which means obviously it's more desirable. If you're looking to hold it as an actual investment in 6 months time, in a year's time, this is going to be what people want to buy. Nobody fucking cares about a Bolt Energy, right? This is like 10 cents. Who cares? People would want this, and it shows that people want this. You know what I mean? The price is very, not necessarily volatile, but it goes up and down. You know what I mean? It's a pretty stable price, and right now it's one of the cheapest price points it's ever been. You know what I mean? And a couple of weeks ago, basically all the Armory was doomed, right, in price, because everyone was just focusing on cases, because what the fuck's happened in the past like 2 months, you know what I mean? 2 to 3 months, coverts, trade ups, rare cases becoming discontinued cases, EU laws, people are worrying about that cases are gonna get fucking gone, banished. Everyone fucking forgot about these. Everyone forgot about the armory passes, armory collections. So I would honestly, if you want the safest investment, high heat and rainbow route. The rainbow route is going crazy in the past 2 weeks too. If you look here, it was nearly $5. You know what I mean? And now it's set back to like 330. Australian currency, by the way. But yeah, this shows, you know what I mean? This shows that people are interested. People want to buy this. You know what I mean? It's not really like the coolest. It has a nice hollow effect, I guess. High heat and rainbow route are definitely the best investments, honestly. The hydro wave and some of these other cheap shitty ones, they're not that bad, you know what I mean? Especially the bolt charge. Bolt charge is like basically in a similar boat as those two. Decently high price, you know what I mean? And obviously, yeah, nearly the lowest it's been, like actually like the lowest it's been, I think. You should be investing now. These will definitely get removed inevitably. I think everybody's like basically unanimously agreeing at the start of next year they're going to get removed. You know what I mean? Latest March 31st, when it celebrates the 1 year anniversary of Fever Case being into the collection, into the Armory Pass, it's going to get removed. Like the Gallery Case. After a year, Gallery Case gets booted. After a year, Fever Case gets booted. Fever Case is the most open case. Do you think Valve would really, let that go and let all that money go? Yes, they're going to add a better fucking case, you retards. It's the most open because it's the most accessible and has really good, it's just a really good case to open. But what they're going to counter that is by just a better case, you know what I mean? And moving on to the charms, there's never been any charms that have been removed. All the charms in the game are being through the Armory Pass. There are 4 fucking charms. Who cares about charms, you know what I mean? They're a pretty shitty investment because it's not consumable, you know what I mean? You apply a sticker, the sticker's gone basically. These can get detached. I have 5 die-cast AKs. I feel like die-cast AKs is a pretty desirable charm. But if you want to invest in the shitty charms like this. Who wants to apply a whittle knife to their gun skin? I bought them at 30 cents. They're gonna get back up because once these are gonna get removed, everybody's just gonna buy up the cheapest ones. The price becomes more expensive to sell then. You know what I mean? And like all of these, it was chilling, announced it was going to get removed, peaks up in price. Just sell when it says it's going to get removed. Trust me, alright? Because it got removed Octoberish. It got announced early September. Prices go crazy, and then everybody realizes, well, hang on, it's not actually gone yet. We can still open a couple. When you're investing and if you do buy any rainbow routes and high heats, just sell when it gets announced to be removed. And if you really want to keep it as an investment, just buy it later for a discounted price. Now, lastly, moving on to the collections. We don't really know which collection is going to get removed. I think everybody sort of agrees that the Spawnfield collection is the most likely to get removed. Just buy up some skins like I showed you know what I mean? The skins are always going up in price. Rainbow Spoon, I think, had a decent price increase from a couple months ago. I don't actually remember. I'll just look at Factory New. Yeah, like a decent, there's like nearly 2x and it hasn't even been removed yet, you know what I mean? Yeah, nearly $300 too. You need 10 of these skins if you really want, a fade. Fades are very desirable. The dreamy M4A1S fade. People unbox it, but after it's gone, people are just going to trade up to it. All of these skins are basically pretty good as an investment. Obviously, if it doesn't get removed first, it's going to get removed inevitably, right? But just make sure you buy at the lowest prices you can. I really like the Armory Pass because I'm a fucking teenager. I'm not rich. You know what I mean? I don't have much money. So I invest a lot into the stickers. As you can see, it's not actually that much, right? I am kind of putting money where my mouth is, but this is like a couple $100, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not fucking rich. So yeah, take it as you will. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. If you thought this video was shit, please let me know, because obviously it's my 3rd video. I'm new to this, you know what I mean? Make sure to like and subscribe, join the Discord if you really want to, and I'll see you in the next video.